to my channel. Now, who does not like a fat parcel of fabric and all sorts of yummy things? This thing is bursting at the seams. I'll see if I can get it all out. Now, as I said in one of my other videos, if you want to see more of my envelopings or anything else that I get in relation to flossy tube stuff, then please subscribe, please ring the bell, and, you know, like, comment, and all that kind of jazz. This is, well, let's just say it's a couple of hauls from Misty, from Mystic Fabrics, a couple of Sunday games, and expo stuff. So there's patterns in here, and we're going to just take our time and go through it. In the last Sunday night games, there were half yards, and the half yards I have purchased for projects. So there are some huge pieces in here. Now, I'm just scanning. Okay, no invoices or anything else. Let's just take our time and we'll get there eventually. Okay. Let's start with this. Fabric of the month is Glow. It's bright yellow. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. It's an opal. Her quarter sizes are 18 by 29. That's a regular. This is a September color. It's highlighter yellow, and you're getting none of the yellow at all. It really is highlighter yellow. It's not going to pick up because the light is just way too weird here at the moment. It's grey sky and gloomy. Excuse the hubby as he Glow. Okay. Yellow highlighter. Okay. It's amazing. It's a really cool color. 14 count. I think I go for the variety of Ada's in any count, including opal. There's a number of different selections you can do on Misty's site, and yeah, that's kind of what I went with. Now I'm gonna dig down just a bit. Ooh. Now, I recently bought some of this. It might be further down. I have a friend and she always messages me, and it's usually with this opening title saying hello beautiful, which is all kinds of sweet because yeah, sometimes you just don't think it. Anyway, I bought some more in her namesake, so I'm going to do a piece for her. This is 18 count. This is Charles Craft Ada. This is 18 by 30, and this is the October color of the month, and it's gorgeous, this Hello Beautiful. So it's greens, pinks, yellows, kind of florally, in kind of suggestion, so would go really well for the right kind of garden piece, that kind of thing. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I really love this, and I don't know if she has dyed any other pieces, because when I bought the extra, it was all on Charles Craft. So this could be the leftover fabric of the month, or it could be my fabric of the month. Okay. That didn't want to behave. This is a half yard. It's called Sale. It was done for the sale. It was actually discounted for the sale, and this has been purchased purely for big projects, like, you know, those big ass projects. It's just a mottled grey. It's kind of neutral, but it's for, now what have I got? I've got Long Dog Samplers. I have Do Different, and I have Pandemic, and then I have some cross stitch row, which I think I showed on FlossTube recently. Cross stitch row has Birds in a Tree, and There was one other big ass project. Anyway, that's what the half yards are for. They're all for the big ass projects. Now this is Moulin 6-strand special 25s, and this was a special box that Misty was able to get in for us that I put in for because it looked amazing. If I can get this little thingamajiggy. No, I need pointy things. There we go. Now, this is not something I've had before. This is something very, very new to me. This is called Seasons. Ooh, look at that. So we've got 6 of these, and look at those colors. Aren't they just gorgeous? It's a Chinese company. Logan, made in Japan. Japanese cotton, Seasons, embroidery 6-strand, and it's this gorgeous autumn color. Brown, orange, and kind of got into the golds. So 6 strands of this yumminess. Alright. And what else? Another fabric of the month, Olympia. This is a fat half, so this would have been part of, I think, the sale. And again, it's a neutral. Olympia is gorgeous. It's just a subtle grey, but it's got that little bit of a mottle on it, and will look great behind a more, well, I was going to say monochrome, but I'm not going to be doing my Pandemic as a monochrome, and do different. I think I was going to do the animals maybe in other colours. I haven't quite decided. So there's Olympia in a half, and here's another Sail in a half. And again, just the subtle mottling. This is a 16 count Ada. You can see a pale blob kind of there. You can see the this feels like Charles Craft, and I can't see any. Yeah, there's a sealed edge here with no edging, so I think it's Charles. It feels that more rigid. But there's another half yard for another big ass project, and that's because I checked my huge. I think I have 2 other half yards. One is like a 40 count, one is like a shirt cotton. It's so fine. Alright, now the last of the 3, this is a full yard. This is for 2 projects. And yes, these were all on sale. Hence me buying. And it's huge. And it's mottled. And it's, you know, it's the same stuff. So it's just cutting it. And this is Vigart. So a little bit different. Now, what way? So it feels much softer than the Charles. But again, these are for the big projects. These are not to be cut up small. These are for, you know, the monsters like Pandemic, which won't fit into a fat quarter or an 18 by 30 or anything. The 18 is that little bit too small unless you're going to go for one of the ridiculously high counts and do 1/1 kind of thing. And my eyes just can't do that. See if they stay. Alright. More. Another sale. I know, I got lots. And it's all in the half-yardy kind of stuff. A bit more green coming out of that one. And this is Charles as well. There you go. That way. Yes, that way. Okay. Not very exciting. A lot of the same old, but, you know, you gotta get a bargain when you can. And the mottle is subtly different, honestly. 16 count on that one. Alright, which is my sweet spot, really. Now we've got one more Hello Beautiful. This is 16 Zweigart Ada. And you go with the subtlety. This one's a little bit more kind of mottled together than the other one. But wouldn't that be gorgeous for the, you know, the nice kind of, I don't know, maybe a Mirabella, I think it's Mirabella, Nora Corbett kind of piece with the chicks in those gorgeous dresses and the flowers and the flowing and all of that kind of thing. It would be gorgeous for something like that. Okay, now there were bit bags too. Some of these bit bags, I think there's a fat quarter or a fat eighth in this as well, and then my needles. So these are Bowen 28s. Holy cow, they're tiny. I think I've got 26s from her in the past. Alright, these are all kinds of colours that Misty does. Alright, so you've got a fat eighth in a blue. None of these have names. None of these have counts on them. That looks like a 16 count. In the blue. Here is Glow in the yellow. Perfect for smalls projects. Actually, I'll leave that open and we'll pop these back in. So many! Oh my goodness. Alright, there's just tons. That is not Hello Beautiful, but I have got... Oh, that's I Descent. This might be Hello Beautiful. Oops, sorry, there's two there. Tiny, tiny project. This one and this one. This is Hello Beautiful, and this is another Hello Beautiful. And you can see, look, how different the two pieces are. So you've got your greens in that one, and then you've got your pinks in this one. Completely different. This looks like it might have been part of her rainbow stuff, the way it's kind of painted on dyed, and that's an 18 count. Oh, that's a pretty one, and I can't think what it's called. It's gorgeous. I don't think I've got any there. And there's a Charles Craft. It's a 14 count. And then another 18. Then we've got another piece of Glow in an 18. We've got a rich burgundy, that's beautiful. Got another offcut from the Rainbow series from June. We've got the blue in a Zweigart 16. We've got this from, ooh, that's nice and soft. That's a 14 count. Zweigart probably, that's Charles Craft in something like the Sail. Another Glow in a Zweigart because it's so soft in 16. Another Rainbow offcut. And then the last one being a Zweigart in Opal. All very small. Perfect for like the Christmassy kind of projects, those odd little projects when you've got your seasons of smalls, and it's probably the last lot of bit bags I might, well, no. Now, I'm not making any promises. I'm gonna say, yeah, if I didn't get any bit bags, I'd be doing well. But I'm probably gonna stick my hand up because, hey, colours. And you never know, with all those colours, what project is gonna work when you've got a tiny project. Alright, this is Expo Haul. And bless Misty's cotton sock. How the heck? Cotton socks. I was going to say, how did she know it was for me? She's written it on the inside. To hold. So if you are international and you need stuff held, she will do it. Alright, now. Goodness me. So she's got me as an international customer. There's loads of stuff here. And all kinds of cool patterns. Alright, we've got Luhu stitches. I loved this. and that's the acorns and wheat and the leaves and the daisies, and it's all kinds of cool. It's Autumn Wreath by Luhu Stitches, 2021 by Cindy Young, and that's the pattern there. Autumn is the second spring where every leaf is a flower. DMC floss given and symbols inside and everything else. I loved this cartoony kind of version. Over the Hill by Luhu again, and isn't it just gorgeous? The little cottage and the trees and all kinds of cool, sweet little cottage tucked away at the end of the lane, stitched on 28 count Monaco, which has been hand dyed in a light blue. So she doesn't know specifically what the fabric was. It was something that she just had in her stash. Hissed off. This year's expo was cat themed, which was a little bit interesting, but I did like the hissed off. I have a grumpy cat who scratches me and chews on my nail as a sign of affection. She's a weird cat. Anyway, reminded me of her. Silver Creek samplers, hissed off. Diane Crick is the designer, and then you get your bits and pieces at the back. Feline, like you woke up on the wrong side of the litter box. This is the design for you. I could also bring it into work. It's kind of like, don't ask. I loved these, although now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of thinking, oh man, keep your minds out of the gutter, people. Keslins joined together. It's supposed to be hearts, but you know, dirty minds could take it elsewhere. Anyway, I'm not going to show you again. God. Now, some more of the cats, and it was like, why and what? Very much the, what do you want? And perfect for my work. You know what? I would love if there was actually a frame with these two pieces like that connected. That would be awesome. That's cool. All the instructions for what you need. And those may even work for those itty bitty scraps that I've got. I know. It was all about the cats. Two Cats in the Moon. This is from Ori T. Trademark. Ori TM. Catitudes. Two Cats and a Moon. And then the pattern literally fills the whole card. 28 count Twilight Blue by Witchell and DMC Threads. 3 colours on that. And it's 55 by 55. Not big. Another one on the card. This is Chronicles of Oline Marie. Volume 2, inspired by an 1844 Norwegian sampler, Summerhouse Stitchworks, and this is the kind of tree, the tree in the cushiony kind of thing and finished, and then I think the bird is an extra. It's up in the back corner up here, and then the rest of the pattern is down here. It's quite small. If you're going to do this and you have a vision problem, you would want to maybe expand it. It looks like there are 7 colors. She uses string bean velveteen from Lady Dot Creates to create the pillow. Lady Dot Creates does an awful lot of the finishing things if you're interested. So you can go check out Lady Dot Creates for your finishing kits of any kind. And Laura Darby has stitched the models for those. And this is just a scissor fob kind of needle holder and all that kind of thing where the, well, what is it? What are you? Oline Marie Tien stitched her quintessential Norwegian sampler at the age of 14. She died at the age of 24. She lived in Backlandet, which is a city near, which is part of the city of Trondheim in central Norway. Okay, so there's an Algerian eyelet, and does it say? Oriana. Does it say? Doesn't say what the bird is.
Huh? So it says a bird is, Mummy.
Yeah, it doesn't say what the bird is. It doesn't say what the actual bird is. Okay. Lucy Beam, Love in Stitches, Disturbed Women, and that looks like it's, well, let's see what it is done on. It's the Evaluation Centre for Disturbed Women, Ward B. We actually have a nut house in a town up the river in New Norfolk that got closed down. That's horrific haunted story tales. But yes, the whole hysteria and women, you know, losing the plot all got relegated to there. It's designed by Rebecca Noland. It's got Cucumber and Weeks Dye Works. So the Gentle Art samplers, Cucumber, Weeks Dye Works Purple Haze. 2 yarns. Fabric is Witch's Brew by Lappin Loops. Witch's Brew by Lappin Loops. It's gorgeous. It's just a mottled pink and green, and you could get all sorts of different fabrics. Would look fantastic with this. And the model was stitched by Meg Shepherd. Lucy is on Etsy and Facebook and on Instagram. And then there is this. Holy cow, this thing's huge. This is by the Blue Flower. And it says, though my soul may set in darkness, it will rise in perfect light. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. And it's got Kitty, and it's got the chick, and it's got the dog sitting there. You've got your letter samplers, you've got your animals. So there's a sloth, there's a badger, there's an opossum, the American one with the babies on the back. There's a hedgehog, there's a beaver. There are glow fireflies, those ones. Fireflies. Then you've got flowers around the outside. You've got a moth. You've got wisteria. Got another moth. You've got the owl. Lots and lots of flowers. Another moth. Lots of moths for the night time, and lots of flowers. And you've got the fox, sorry, bunny, bat. It looks like a kiwi bird just here. And you've got the lanterns. Well, it's a flame in the lanterns. It's all kinds of cool. Moonlight Sampler by Janine McGowan. It's stitched on wood smoke from Lakeside Linens. It's 269 by 254. You could just take out the alphabet and put it into a cushion it's showing here. Fuchsia flowers were accented with straight stitches. Both models were stitched by Chris Canaday. Sorry. Large sampler was finished and framed by Acorns and Threads, and small alphabet was finished by Jolyn at Acorns and Threads. Text comes from an old poem. Comes from the poem The Old Astronomer to His Pupil by Sarah Williams, if you're keen. And there's all of the floss that it uses. There are a few pages in there. It's quite large and heavy, and you have lots to... Let me see what's in here. I don't often buy paper patterns, but, you know, sometimes you just have to. That's in really, really big print. Hang on. Let me give you a sneak. Alright. You know how some of the patterns are really small? This is actually quite large. So, if you've got any kind of drawing problems, vision problems, this is not going to be one of those kits that you're going to struggle with. It's, yeah, perfect for you to photocopy, keep the original nice and safe, and then photocopy, and you can paint, or you can scan it into a PDF. Now, you might not be able to search it, but you can scan it as a PDF, save it as photos, put it into Pattern Keeper, and you have a working digital pattern. You might not be able to search your things, but you will be able to still mark your squares. So, my hot tip for using Pattern Keeper. So, there are all the patterns that I got from the show. Now, what is this? And how do I get in? It's one of those sealed thingamabobbies. Oh, no. Here we go. I don't want to cut, because that would scare me, that I'd cut something that's not meant to be cut. Ow. Oh! Oh, I did get them! Oh my goodness, she said that they were sold out. It's pin minis. So, ooh, help. If I ever make a biscornu, it's for counting. And isn't it gorgeous, the little collection? So it's the autumn collection. So it's got the flower, the leaf, and the acorn. How cool. So it's got the sycamore leaf and the flower and the acorn. They are made out of polymer, I think. It's just another button company. And these are the autumn sets. that they have, and I wasn't sure if I had actually been able to snaffle one when she said she couldn't get hold of them. So that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And one of those pins looks like it might be a little bit bent, but that's okay. But yeah, for counting, for frogging, you've got the end that's a little bit more of a grip thing, and hopefully you don't lose it if it goes ping, which has happened to me once, and that scared the bejesus out of me, and I couldn't find my pin for ages, so I'm delighted I've got that. That's awesome. And there is nothing left in that envelope. Alright, I think that's everything from Misty. So all of the fat halves, or full yards, and another fat half. And then there's the pretties, Hello Beautiful, the bit bag. Oh, there's another fatty. There's the Autumn Floss, the second Hello Beautiful, and the Glow. So let me think. Fabric of the month. These might be my fabrics of the month, and that was the extra that I bought, and then I realized that it was an extra. And then these are, well, this is all the stuff I got in the sale, and then the expo. Are we there yet? I think we're there. How cool is that? Misty has both the Facebook group where she has Sunday games. Now Sunday games run at 12 p.m. I think she's EST. Sunday games, which for me is 3 a.m. on Monday morning, which is stupid o'clock. So you know I'm desperate when I'm going to set an alarm and go on the 3 a.m. games. You can also order off her website, Mystic Fabrics. I think it might be LLC, but if you put in Mystic Fabrics, Ada, then you will find her site and you can purchase. I don't know how much she's got ready to go. You might need to do a bit of a sift through on that to find the ready to go, or you have to wait and she will die to order. But this is a great way to just kind of dabble. She does fabric of the month, as does Be Stitch Me, and a few other of the fabric companies do fabric of the month. Fortnite Fabrics, the boys at Fortnite Fabrics also do a fabric of the month, and they are now selling in the stores too, so check out those. But this is all about my haul from Misty. So if there's anything else that you would like to see on my channel, please make sure that you're subscribed, and I will see you around on the tubes. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.